G'day and welcome back to that new hobby high, Ultramarines from scratch. Well, I don't know what happened, but something fucking happened. Bloody all of a sudden this my last video got something like 500-600 views and I got like 40 of yous all subscribed all at once. Thank you very much for listening to me spruik on about inconsequential bullshit about learning a game. I do appreciate it. I really do. And for those of you who have decided to keep up with me while I learn about the game, the Legion and all the rest of the rigmarole, thank you very much for staying on. Dead set, you're champions, your blood's worth bottling. So, what's happened this week? Well, I had a game on the Thursday. Well, I said had a game. It was not a game. Yeah, well, put it this way, we started a game. And then we laid everything out to play a game, and then we rolled dice like you would for a normal game, and then then we ran out of time and the shop had to shut, and so we didn't get to finish the game. And because you didn't get to finish the game, then in my mind there was no game. You know, you got to play something through to the end. But no, it was good. Oh, it was going to be so spectacular. You got no idea. I put together a little video of what I was taking. The idea was to take some video notes and then actually then go through it like a step by step of what was happening. But I'd only gotten like one or two, and then, to be honest, one of the reasons we got kicked out is because I was so slow in all of my dice rolling, I reckon. Everyone else was rolling their dice because everyone knows their stats off by heart, and I, to my shame, do not. But I don't honestly have massive amounts of time to dedicate to memorising this sort of stuff. I've got like family and baby and stuff. So I'll do the best I can, but nonetheless, slowest roller, the biggest drag on the game was me. But bloody hell, have a look at these videos. So I'll post it up in a bit. But there was the Iron Warriors, Emperor's Children, who had not played or seen before. Oh, by God, I love their colour scheme. And the World Eaters, who I really am just enjoying the tactics of run up the board and beat your opponent to death. That's absolutely amazing to me. Oh, I love that. By Christ, I do. But against the Salamanders, Raven Guard and my own boys here. And it started off so well. The board looked amazing. Everything looked spectacular. We started off rolling. I realised that how can I say it? The elite troop slots fill up very, very quickly. And because all the elite troop slots are so good, nobody seems to be taking basic troops anymore. Like, you only take them to fill up, like a tack. So I'll do a basic. I got to have these 2 units of 10. So I can have the rest of my unit, and because the rest of the units are so expensive, those nice elite units and heavy hitting and stuff, it's just considered a tax by what I can see. So I'll have the 2 small units of normal dedicated troop, and you spend maybe $100, $300 points on it, and then you can spend $600, 900 points on a freaking elite unit. And you got a 2,000 point army, which is mostly elite, unstoppable, super killy stuff. And it's a legitimate way. I mean, it's obviously legal. You can build your army like that. But I realise that I don't have many elite units. I'm running troops, bare bones. And just let me concentrate on this line. Beautiful. But the game was spectacular, and it looked like it was going to be an absolute cracker. So have a look at this. It's the World Eaters, Emperor's Children, and Iron Warriors. Oh God, I feel so sorry for Ollie. I won't use his real name, but yeah, he's Perturabo, mate. Come out of his tank. and then failed his charge. So he's looking down the barrel of a squad of 7 Formantaris with his 20-man tactical squad, a 10-man unit of autocannons, and then a 10-man unit of pyroclasts from the Sallies, and then just on top of that, 15 bloody Raven Guard Justarin pop in, and oh no, you could just see the light drain from his face. On the other hand, Corax jumped in front of a unit called... Shit, done a little mistake. Corax jumped in front of an Emperor's Children unit called Sun Killers or Star Killers like that, which is literally, you know, a 20-man squad of laser cannon dudes. But they, being super duper 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 elite, ignore all the bullshit saves that Corax gets to make him invulnerable. You know, his whatever he gets, his bloody shade, sneaky bullshit freaking Raven Guard saves. They ignore it all. So he, if it wasn't for freaking soaking the entire 20-man shot on his Dark Furies, still freaking took almost all his hits and nearly got wiped off the table. My God, it was really keying up to be a fucking fantastically just, you know, so much going on game. And yeah, it was looking so good. And then, we ran out of time and it was like, oh, shit, okay, we'll call it a draw. Oh, tell you what, don't just half take the wind out of your sails, especially when you're, like, charging yourself up. Oh, it's going to be great. We're going to really, you know, because I haven't had a game in, I don't know, now due to work, it would be merely a fortnight. So that was game 7 for me, and I'm putting it as a no-score draw, a non-win. But I will have some, next time I get to play, I will have some new units on the table. Anyway, have a check out of this little video, and then I'll get back to you. Right, so as I stated, we had World Eaters, Emperor's Children, and Iron Warriors, 2,000 points per army, or per legion, against Salamanders, Ultramarines, and Raven Guard. And have a look at that fucking lineup. Does that look fucking intense? That Emperor's Children unit there, 20 las cannons. I think they're called Star Killer or Sun Killer, some bollocks like that. Fucking intimidating as hell. And there's Big Perturabo. This side we got Pyroclasts, buckets of elite Salamanders in freaking Rhinos. You've got my boys, my rotor cannon lads, couple of tactical squads, about 6 or 7 Formantaris. Still can't field a full squad of that. And over there, another 20 with my Moritat and my Contemptor. All of the Raven Guard were going to be jumping in when the fucking dice gods allowed. And now have a look at that table. Does that look fucking magnificent or what? I think it's the end of turn 2. And there's been, first blood has been drawn. I'd teleported behind a bunch of tanks. The Salamanders had lost a Rhino. But most importantly, the Iron Warriors, with Perturabo's elite, had rolled badly for both their charges. And now we're looking down the barrel of 7 Formantaris, something like 20 Justarin, 20 tactical squad marines, and 10 autocannons. Right there, you see Corax teleporting in front of 20 Sun Killer laser cannons, which ignore his stealthy bullshit saves, and I think you nearly blew him off the table. All in all, it was absolutely fucking brilliant game. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. We just ran out of time. The shop was closing, and so it was a no-score draw, a non-event. But it was fun. So much fun, very intense, and I want to do it again. Right, so yeah, it was a bloody good game, and had the potential to be truly, truly epic. It's just unfortunate the fucking thing got called off short. But them's the breaks, and friggin', you know, it makes sense. Stores got to close, people got to go home. They can't wait around for us to finish a game and spruik on and carry on for another 3 or 4 hours, which is all good. Now, as for the Fellblade here, I got the turret finished off. I got the details on. It's been matte coated. It's all been grey highlighted. So that's how I want it. But it hasn't got any weathering on it. So that's how I want it looking. Because what I'm going to do is once I get the main body into the same sort of state, stickers on, bloody highlighted and nice and clean and ready to go, like basically straight out of the factories. Well, then I'm going to come along with a big bunch of sterling mud and freaking all my weathering effects, chipping, painting, and just go, fuck you. Make it dirty so it can fit the army. So yeah, make it look brand new and then enjoy yourself with the weathering. And I think that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. This thing looks amazing. It's ridiculous, really, when you think about it, eh? Because that cannon there, to keep the amount of ammunition you need for that cannon to fire more than 6 times inside here, for this cannon, where's the ammunition? And all these different bores of bloody super huge weaponry. I mean, you look at a dude, normal dude, and a Space Marine's supposed to be, what, 2 metres tall? His head could fit in there. His body could fit in there. So that's got to be fucking, battleship size. But nonetheless, I'm not. And the treads themselves, maybe 2 metres. I'll do some maths next time, and I'll figure out how much a single tread is if it's just made out of steel. It should be easy enough to estimate if we assume one of these Space Marines is 2.5 metres tall. It should be easy enough to estimate. But yeah, I'll get that all fixed up and then weathered. By this time next week, I'll have another. I'll have these units finished, and we'll do a spree and we'll have a talk about them. I'm not going to slather this with stickers. I was thinking about it, and then I thought, you know what? There's going to be fucking nothing subtle about a 300-ton war machine that's blue. Do you really need to know it's Ultramarines? Do you really need to know what Legion it is? No, you fucking don't. All you need to know is that it's either pointed at you or pointed in the way you're going. Anything else is irrelevant. So you don't really need to slather it with stickers and bits and bobs. I will be, but it's a very, 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 very singular purpose paint job. This is a big tank. It's pointed in that direction. You're good. So yeah, probably not going to put much more decals on than this. Maybe a couple of 13s. I've got some warning labels for aircraft, and so I'm going to decorate around some areas. Beware of the doors, blast, heat, that sort of stuff. I reckon that'll come up Mickey Mouse. What else has happened? Short little interlude. Right, I bought this from a fella on Buy Swap and Sell. It's the genuine Dinky Die Forge World. And it is the most hated bastard and the biggest dick. You can probably decide which one. And it is nice. I got it because I got, it was cheap and it was available. So I thought, what the fuck not? So it's got the little Erebus and Corsair on there. Now, Corsair apparently is a very old dude, and he was too old to go under the surgery to become an Astartes. So they just plonked an old man into a battlesuit and fixed up a battlesuit for him, set of cataphracti armour. Now check this out. Let's see if I can focus in on it. Right, so this here is Corsair's arm, all right? And it's going to have lightning claws and all the rest of the bits and bobs. Focus, you pain in the ass. But check out the back side of it, eh? Look at that. Is that not magnificent? Who took the time to carve that? You're never going to see it. It's an old man arm with his fingers through little loops, controlling the fingers of his battle suit. It's a little old man arm. That's amazing. That's fucking fantastic. I absolutely fucking love that. I love that little detail. And it's the same with the main body, right? Big, hairy, scary, cataphracti Terminator suit. Boom, boom, boom. Turn it around. Skinny little old man legs. You see him in there? It's like, it's such a good detail. I really like it. I really, really like it. I think that's fucking tippy top. But yeah, I literally got this because of the hate. Because every time you ask someone about Erebus, you usually get, fuck Erebus. Or, Corsair, what a dick. So, yeah. Why not have buy the bad guys that actually pride themselves on being fucking bad guys? So I got that. Anyway, what can I say? It's been an amazing week. 40 plus subscribers and freaking 800 views in my last video. It just blew me out of the water. Anyone who's sticking around, thank you very much. I do my best to try and make it entertaining as I learn and plod through putting together an Ultramarines army. Like I said, this is all new to me. I've only been doing this for a few months. I've only got 7 games under my belt. I do mainly miniatures and warplane and tank painting, you know, scale historic models. So this is a new kettle of fish for me. Bloody hair there. So thank you very much, and I shall keep you abreast of my exploration into Games Workshop and the Horus Heresy. Righto, love the lot of yous. Give the missus a kiss, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.